Hi, I'm Alok. I started at Jane Street in 2020 on the research desk in the New York office. I certainly hope you don't need a PhD to work on research, because I don't personally have one, and in fact, I think the majority of researchers at Jane Street don't have PhDs. That being said, there is a lot of overlap between people interested in academia and people who come work on quant research at Jane Street, but I think that has more to do with the kind of problems people enjoy solving. I think, in fact, if you ask around, a lot of people would say that instead of doing a PhD, we'd actually love for you to come here and just learn on the job. The biggest category of projects for researchers would be data analysis. This can include the entire end-to-end process of coming up with strategies, starting with building a data set, and then going to looking for patterns, training models, and really thinking through the details of how to do a trade that makes money. Other important projects involve building tools. For example, a researcher might identify a general problem that is being solved in multiple places and decide to write the authoritative version that everyone across the firm can use. Another important class of project is simply thinking through theoretical questions and taking complicated problems and trying to solve them in a sensible way. You should really work on whatever research that you find interesting and work on the problems that you want to solve. Most researchers come in with very, very little domain knowledge about prop trading and finance in general, and a lot of the learning happens on the job. So a lot of the value in the research that you do before coming to Jane Street is really like for your own edification and whatever you enjoy looking into, just things you want to learn about the world. People have had pretty varied interests before coming to Jane Street. In my case, I did some research on quantum information theory, as well as machine learning for clinical applications. There's some background that's useful to roughly every researcher in their day-to-day jobs. That would include some probability and some discrete math. Past that, it depends a lot on what you sort of consider your specialty and what your role might look like at the firm. In my case, I found optimization and some machine learning really valuable, and so I found those classes to be really helpful. In other people's cases, that might include things like deep learning or theoretical stats, or really a variety of other topics. When preparing for a research interview, brushing up on probability and basic game theory will always be useful. We're generally looking for candidates to demonstrate problem-solving skills. We aren't looking for candidates to have domain knowledge of finance or prop trading, and so we generally will not test for those during interviews.